The Road Through Hollowridge. Their last getaway before graduation. 4 friends, Jenna, Brian, Melissa, and Eric. The kind of group. They left the highway just before dusk and the GPS insisted they were still on course. But the pavement soon gave way to dirt, no signs. No fences, only endless forest on both sides. Maybe it's a shortcut, Eric said from the passenger seat. He zoomed out the map. No road name, no markings, just a gray line through nothing. Jenna frowned. GPS says Hollowridge Road. Melissa chuckled nervously from the back seat. Creepy name, like one of those roads people disappear on. They laughed. But none of them noticed how quiet the woods had become. No birds, no crickets, just the hum of the engine. An hour later, they hadn't passed a single house. The sun was gone, and fog began to crawl across the road. They saw something, metal glinting in the beam of their headlights. An old station wagon, half buried in weeds, its windows shattered. Then another car a few miles ahead, rusted through, vines growing through the open doors. Guys, these cars look ancient, Brian whispered. They passed more, dozens, some burned, some overturned. One even impaled on a tree trunk like a crushed toy. Turn around, Jenna said finally. This isn't right. But when Brian tried to reverse, the tires spun uselessly. The rear wheels were sunk into soft mud. Eric got out to check the ground. That's when he noticed something dangling from the rearview mirror, a wind chime made of small animal bones, tied together with red string. No one had put it there. They decided to walk. A mile ahead through the fog, they spotted a flicker of orange light, fire or maybe a lantern. Relief washed over them. Civilization. The light led to an old cabin, slanted and overgrown with moss. Candles burned inside the windows. They knocked. No one answered. Eric pushed the door open. Inside, the walls were covered with Polaroids. Hundreds of them. Faces frozen in fear. Men, women, children. All different years. Each photo had a date scribbled on the bottom, some decades old. On a rope strung across the room hung a new photo still drying. It was them, taken from behind their car just an hour earlier. Melissa screamed. "Let's get out of here," Jenna whispered, clutching Melissa's hand. They crept outside into the trees. The forest was silent except for the wind. Then came laughter. Deep, rasping, and wrong. Shapes moved between the trees, tall, limping, carrying rusted tools. The kind of people who looked like they'd been living underground for generations. Skin pale, faces twisted, eyes wide with hunger. Brian shouted for them to run. The group scattered. Branches tore their skin as they stumbled through the dark. Somewhere behind them, something heavy was being dragged through the leaves. A chain, a body. Eric tripped and fell. Before he could stand, a figure emerged, wearing a deerskull mask. It raised a hook. Eric's scream was cut short.